Hello, everybody. Slim Kirby here. I am here to actually upload something I didn't originally intend to upload, but when I first saw that Nintendo was doing one of these, I mean, they do one of these every year, and I always like seeing my results because I always find them really interesting. And, all my friends do these too. We always share them in our Discord servers and everything. So I decided to do something a bit different this year. I'm actually going to live react to me seeing my 2024 year in review from Nintendo. And, just going to go over what my stats were, kind of talk about my stats a little bit, maybe give you guys a little more insight to me as a Switch gamer, because, like I said, even for me sometimes, there are some results that kind of surprise me and kind of take me off guard because I just kind of think, wow, how the hell was this like my most played game in 2024? And I feel like the last 2 years have been kind of a perfect example of that. I think last year my most played game on Switch was actually Overcooked 2, which, definitely not a game that came out last year. It's definitely been out for a couple of years at this point, but it was just a game I got really into. Me and my friend Bowser Girl played a lot of it, so it was naturally a game that I just played a lot last year. And funnily enough, I think I played a lot of it this year too. Well, enough to get it to number one again. I'm not sure, but that's why we're here. We're here to find that out as well as find out some other interesting stats as well. So I don't know when I'm going to post this. This is kind of a bonus video, and I already have a pretty packed schedule as it is for the rest of my December uploads. But I'll find some time to post this before the new year, just to kind of give those who are, basically, passing by my channel to see like what has Slim Kirby been doing on the Switch this year. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get this started here. Slim Kirby, welcome to your 2024 year in review from Nintendo. Let's go ahead and start going down the list here. So, first off, I kicked off 2024 with Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, this is a game that's, I was already playing before the new year. I was actually doing a stream playthrough on Twitch at the time. And I imagine this was just the first thing I streamed in the new year. I think if I streamed on January 1st, it was probably this game, or maybe I was just, getting prepared for my next session of it. I really don't know for sure, but yeah, I definitely played a lot of this game when the year started, for sure. Even once I finished the playthrough, I still actually managed to play a lot of the game too, so could definitely be a contender for most played game this year. Will it be though? We'll just have to wait and see. So I played 25 games on Nintendo Switch and 881 hours, which that's a lot of time. And people wonder why my battery in my Switch was in such rough shape. It's just I play a lot of my Switch. I mean, some of these are on the table here are Let's Plays. Some of these are stream playthroughs. Some of these are just games that I've played with friends, like offline, or just games I've played in my spare time. There's a lot here. There's a lot of games here that I've just, played over the years and, or over the year rather. So, I definitely get a lot of use out of my Switch. So maybe if you guys were wondering, like, how, I do use, so much of my Switch and, like, why, I had to actually send it in at the end of this year to get it, fixed up because, yeah, I think it was just, overheating a lot. It'd been on a lot because I use it a lot. So, yeah, that's just the nature of my Switch gaming. And, there are times where I accidentally leave it on. You know how it is. You're playing something, you get distracted, you kind of get, occupied with what distracted you. So you kind of spend more time working on that as opposed to, actually playing. So you get some extra powered on time. But yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. That does sound about right. So, yep, big time Switch gamer right here. Oh, there's even like more stuff down here too. I think it just shows a lot of the same games on both things here, so that's really not that huge of a thing. Okay, my most played games in 2024. Okay, yeah, honestly, that seems about right. Okay, I honestly wasn't expecting Arceus to be number one though. Honestly I wasn't expecting Stitch to be Overcooked too. But yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus makes sense. Not just the stream playthrough. Even after I finished the stream playthrough, I played a lot of this game. Because at some point in my life, I don't know when, it's not going to be anytime soon. In fact, haven't even touched the game in a couple of months at this point. Mainly once I started knowing that like my Switch was overheating a lot and my battery was in rough shape, I kind of toned down on playing this game because I knew that it it used a lot of power, so I kind of held up on it. But ultimately I do want to try to complete the entire Pokédex encyclopedia, like all the research entries. And there was a time where it's like quite literally like I would wake up, I'd do my dailies, watch my videos that I needed to watch. Whenever I was editing, sometimes I would also, turn this on as well. So yeah, that seems about right. 264 hours. That's very, very accurate. I really, really loved this game. I had a lot of fun playing it. Wouldn't say it was my, most favorite game I played this year, but, it was a game that definitely I got a lot of mileage out of, and I'm really looking forward to the next Legends game that's coming out for the Pokemon series. Stitch is really just up here because it's a game that I've honestly played pretty much daily since I got it. Because there are dailies, I have to do a puzzle every single day, and there's some really huge puzzles on here. Some puzzles that can take up to an hour of time, and there's like 200 puzzles in the game. So when you add all of that together, this definitely makes sense. Definitely not something I play like ongoing, like throughout the day, but an hour a day for like over 100 days. I mean, that's about 103 hours, so that does seem about right. Overcooked. Yes, I still play a lot of this. Me and my good friend Bowser Two Queen. We play a lot of this online. We go to other Overcooked servers and help people out to get like 4-star ranks and just better scores. So it's a game that we definitely enjoy playing together, and I can definitely see this being up high still. Even though it was my number one last year, I didn't think it could have got number one this year, but it was still in the top three, so I still played a lot of it. So yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus definitely the most played game. First time I played it was June, November of last year, and I mostly played it in January because that's when I was kind of finishing it as well as kind of embracing the game for what it was essentially. Um, Stitch most played in July. That's around the time I think it came out, or around the time I got it. Okay, no, I think it actually came out way before July, but I did play a lot of it during the summer for sure. And then Overcooked 2, I actually played a lot in May, I guess. I guess I played a lot of it in May, but it's been a pretty regular game I've been playing, in addition to all the other games. And what's funny is the Overcooked 1 Let's Play I did. I mean, that's Overcooked 1, first of all. And I actually did that on Steam. So, like, you got to keep in mind that, like, there's also hours of Overcooked I played that wasn't even on the Switch. So, that's always something to think about. Your gaming style is. Okay, cool. So this year, my gaming style was 43% action, 21% role playing, 17% party, 13% puzzle, 4% board game, and 2% golf. I think that's Mario Golf Super Rush all by itself, but it's still golf. Golf's there. But yeah, that seems about right. Not a lot of platforming games, unless they kind of count platforming in action. But yeah, big action game year for me, I guess, and pretty decent role playing year. I mean, that role playing includes Mario RPG, Thousand Year Door. I think it likely contains Arceus as well. So yeah, that does seem about right. I played the most in July. 161 of my 800 hours were in July, apparently. So, that was the month I really played a lot of Stitch, but I guess I played a lot more than just Stitch then too. So we actually get a month by month breakdown here, and see, this is interesting. It's a pretty strong year. January was pretty strong. March was pretty strong. July was pretty strong. But then we get to the end of the year, and there's literally nothing here because I didn't even play my Switch during the month of November, and I only started playing Switch like a week or two ago because I just got it back from Nintendo finally. So they actually didn't have any hours here, which I thought was really interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much the month by month breakdown. January was definitely Arceus, the month of Arceus. February was still the month of Arceus. March was the month of still Pokemon Legends Arceus. So basically, the first third of the year was like all Pokemon Arceus. And I mean, it says there's other games too, obviously, but those were definitely the big years, I guess you could say, or the big Arceus months, rather. April was Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think it's gonna stop here though, because I mean we know what May is gonna be. But yeah, May I did kind of tune it down a little bit. Overcooked 2 was the big game for this month. June was Sonic Superstars, which not a great game. Honestly, probably one of my least favorite played games on Switch this year. But that's the thing is that I did my stream playthrough in June, and that's when I played a lot of this. So yeah, that's pretty much why this got the top here. And then July we have Stitch, and then in August, Clubhouse Games. I think I mostly played this in August. I think once again the catalyst for a lot of my multiplayer party games. I know Bowser 2 Queen got this game around this time, and there were times where like we'd play stuff together. Sometimes like we'd like screen share each other playing against other people too. So we have a lot of fun with doing stuff like that. So I guess that was the month I really did that. September, Mario Golf Super Rush. I guess I just played a lot of that this month. Sometimes there's just a month where I'm just kind of into a particular multiplayer game a little more than others, and I guess September was Super Rush. October, yeah, Super Mario Party Jamboree. The game just came out, obviously. That was a big part of this month, and even still, that's still like not even like half, but close to half of my hours in October. And then that's pretty much it because, yep, there's no info for November, and I guess there's not enough information for December, so that's gonna do it for that section. But yeah, interesting results for this one. Lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus. That was the big thing for the first third of the year. Here comes the big choice. Pick your favorite game of 2024. Of these, let's see. So we got Legends Arceus, Stitch, Overcooked 2, Kiwi, Overcooked All You Can Eat, which yeah, I played a lot of that with Overcooked 2. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, Mario Golf Super Rush, the Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online, Jamboree, Clubhouse Games, Super Mario RPG, Unrailed, Sonic Superstars, definitely not picking that. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Mario Party, yeah, played that too. Mega Man X Legacy Collection, Blanc, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Switch Online, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, Game Boy, Nintendo Switch Online, Mario Tennis Aces, I don't even think I played much of that. I think it was literally just we turned it on for like an hour one day, and that was it. Lumber Hill, another kind of like overcooked co-op styled game. F-Zero 99, I think that was SGM when I actually played that. Um, Super Kirby Clash, still play that from time to time. Funnily enough, I don't think I even played Final Fantasy VII. I think I literally just turned it on one night to get like team names or party member names because me and the Puddles crew did a playthrough like 2 years ago, and we were like trying to share what our team names were or party names were, so I had to go back on just to check that. Which is funny that that got, included into this. But yeah, I noticed that Echoes of Wisdom is not on here, so I guess it must not count like the second half of December or something. That would be my guess. As far as favorite game from this year, favorite game that I played, that's really, really freaking hard because on the one hand, I want to say Mario RPG. On the one hand, I want to say Jamboree. On one hand, I want to say Thousand Year Door, the remake. And on another hand, I want to say Arceus. Ultimately, I think I am going to pick Pokemon Legends Arceus because it's just, I mean, it pretty much defined like the first third of my year playing Switch. Um, in terms of like the best game, like I've had to say like which game is the absolute best of all these, it no doubt be Thousand Year Door. The remake is fantastic, but I think I have to go with Arceus here, so I'm gonna pick this. Thank you, Nintendo. And download your stats. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So there we go. You can yeah, you can download these photos, share them on social media if you want to, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Slim Kirby, that's your 2024. Hope you had a lot of fun. Oh no, don't look at my balance. I know I need to spend these points, but I never know what to spend them on. Thank you for being a Nintendo's online Switch member. Top pick. You know what? Let's see. We pick some games you might like based on what you've played. Sure. Why not? See what they pick. So I'm honestly kind of curious. Ooh, Ooblets. Gotta check that out. Funnily enough, I think I actually have this on my Steam already. Um, I get, I guess they picked this instead of Wonder because I already have Wonder, but I don't really want to get this. Blaze Blue, Story of Seasons. Okay. Interesting choices. Wouldn't say any of these are really standing out for me, honestly, but, I'll try to keep that in mind. Yo, One Piece Pirate Warriors? Peak. I'm sure some friends of mine would agree with that. And yeah, that's it. So I'll try to include a link to the year in review stuff, like if you want to check out your own, obviously, if you haven't yet. If you want to just share some stats of yours in the comments, go right ahead. But yeah, that was my year in Switch. Pretty interesting year. And I look forward to seeing what next year will bring. See you guys next time.